Kalau you want watch the full version, kan
Okay, macam ni kan? Alright. Okay.
Ya.
Assalamualaikum. Ya, kita di studio podcast bersama Dr. Roland. Ada podcast studio sini.
Off-frame kan?
Ada off-frame? Ya, dia looks off-frame. Okay, I'll just make a bit.
you can adjust a bit.
No. Cepat. I'm fine.
Satu.
Ya, okay lah. Just.
Alright.
Boleh dah.
Thank you very much. Cik, apa nama?
Ain.
Ain. Ini apa? Ijat. Saifah.
I think
No, it's okay. It's just.
Okay.
I want the boss to be seen.
No, it's okay lah. This is just santai lah.
Santai ya.
Oh, you nak punya sikit. Oh, okay. So
I want you to be seen in the podcast more than me.
No. You are bigger than me. You know?
No lah. Come on lah, chief.
Hey,
You
no
have
lah. No.
lot of experience.
No. You may come here a bit, maybe see you more.
Because I want to see whether I am in the frame here.
Oh, alright.
Unless I cuba tengok kalau kita tolak belakang sikit dari frame.
Boleh lah, boleh.
Nak tolong sikit.
Tak, okay lah.
baru.
Okay, boleh. Saya rasa boleh lah.
Boleh,
You can come a bit here, but no.
Okay.
No 2 meter rule lah.
No.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you can see me, you can see the camera there.
Yeah, sure.
What's up everybody? Dr. Roland sini in the house.
Dr. Roland, okay. Okay, kita, ya, Waalaikumsalam. Terima kasih. Okay, ini Dr. Roland lah. Ini Dr. Roland sini. Nice meeting you lah. Ini pakar medical ni. Pertama kali pakar medical dengan orang IT.
IT
IDN dengan HR sekaligus.
You're gonna keep the idea.
Self-appointed experts and spokespeople out of the cabinet.
The cabinet. They should call us as a technical expert.
Chief. Nak beritahu
Parlimen
lah.
Select Committee kena hantar orang yang luar parlimen.
Tahu lihat cap sendiri, zaman Sara Damai.
Okay, ready to go. Ini jihad ya.
Yeah.
3, 2, 1, rolling.
Okay, selamat sejahtera everybody and welcome to Rosun Batu Medic Show. Hari ni topik ni sangat-sangat panas. Kita terpaksa bawa topik ni dalam penuh urgency. Topik ni berkenaan dengan digital ID dalam kesihatan. Tetapi kita akan suntik juga sedikit tentang digital ID kebangsaan yang kita tengah roll out. Dan bersama saya bagi saya an expert or key leader dalam industri IT dan perisian dan software. Bersama saya Encik Ridwan On. You are an ERP expert.
At the moment, the last 19 years lah.
Exactly. So thank you for being here in the studio.
It's my honor. My big honor.
This show. We will speak in all languages. Bahasa Melayu boleh, bahasa Inggeris boleh.
Saya Tamil sikit.
Tamil sikit boleh ya. Okay, sorry. Ridwan, kita nampak beberapa minggu yang lalu ada penekanan terus direct kepada plan digital ID kebangsaan. Okay. So satu benda yang saya rasa ada keperluan dan juga ada kegusaran sedikit di kalangan masyarakat. I think the first thing kita kena keluarkan daripada otak kita is about this chip dulu. Tak ada chip buat masa kini.
Sebenarnya saya tak percaya sampai ke arah chip because it's going to enter your body. So I rasa that one is fundamental, right?
Exactly.
And I do not wish anything to enter my body. I think it's really
betul.
fundamental.
Okay. So dari segi kita lihat berkenaan dengan usaha digital ID ni, kita ada rasa banyak segmen akan terlintas. We're going to cross a lot of segment. Tapi I want to start with healthcare dulu. Okay. Mungkin pada permulaan pelaksanaan ni kita hanya nampak in form of recognition. Kita ada access, mungkin ada biometrik. Biometrik ni agak abroad. Kita boleh lihat biometrik dari segi penggunaan cap jari, eye retina scan, and it can go on. Mungkin lain-kali ada ILO pun scan pun dia ada di situ. Okay. So apa pendapat you tentang the National Digital ID for the start first?
First of all, Dr. Roland, satu penghargaan yang amat besar untuk proses ini. Saya akan pergi terus. Pertama, saya suka imbas balik sejarah kerana kita ada satu sejarah di mana Perdana Menteri yang dulu dalam tahun 1994-95 telah melahirkan itu Dr. Mahathir lah, ya, melahirkan wawasan, gagasan MSC, Multimedia Super Corridor. Iaitu ada 7 flagship, ya, antaranya telehealth. You aware of that, right?
Yes,
Telehealth.
yes.
I believe the CEO is Dato' something like a doctor, and I happen to visit him because saya terlibat dalam satu bank yang secara tak langsung terlibat semakan, ya, dan juga masa tu belum broadband lagi, sana like during the 90s it was
Dial-up.
very dial-up.
Dial-up.
Next one, broadband yang 2003, dan those flagship gagal telehealth. Mahathir was very ke depan, iaitu dia nak gunakan high bandwidth. Masa tu 10 gigabit from Sony. Okay, 1994 mula dia buat pameran, dia akan buat penerangan MSc, dia ada macam working paper dia ada consultant Kenichi Omae and Alvin Toffler, very renowned if you know from McKinsey. Okay, so dia boleh wawaskan sesuatu ke depan. At the time, imagine mid-90s to 2020, that's 25 years now, we dah over lah. By that time, it was very far-fetched. Orang belum dengar lagi Multimedia Super Corridor. Okay, 1 gigabit bandwidth, dulu kita main kebab saja. Dia main 10 gigabit bandwidth, fiber optic, north-south highway contohnya, dan most important content, 7 flagship application. Okay, smart card, okay, for business, smart learning, and the credit, our ID card, yeah, is that lah, our passport and chip is result of that, ya, ada sana. Dan telehealth ini, so what happened, gagal. Okay, apa dia nak buat?
Pada ketika itu ataupun masih pun
Okay,
gagal?
saya cerita sekarang, latar belakang sikit lah. Okay, cepat ya. First, telehealth tu dia nak buat sehingga boleh 3D visualization. Ya, di mana doktor nak buat operasi tak perlu ke sana kerana itu dimakan tangan. Doktor is very expensive. Okay. So how to see more patients, see in 3D form, dengan boleh dengar suara, boleh kawal alat untuk bedah.
Da Vinci.
Okay. So that means the expert from far can come in, and ini adalah groundbreaking, cutting edge. Dan dunia belum lagi fikirkan. Mahathir Vision was the first. Today AI, robotic around the corner is exactly that. Okay, that time. Okay, that's the vision. It failed. Bukan sangat broadband because you're going to bring 10 gigabit. Dia fail kerana ini soalan yang Dr. Roland boleh jawab. Kerana dalam bidang kesihatan, dia ada sesuatu yang namanya patient privacy.
Okay.
Itu, which is very strong. So mereka nak semua klinik, semua hospital get on board. We can share and pass the patient punya ni. It failed because they will not cooperate.
Who will not cooperate?
No, all the doctors,
Okay.
all the hospitals guard their data very close to their chest.
Okay.
Alright? You must verify with me because but we can understand. Lawyer pun sama. Kita panggil patient doctor apa ni confidentiality, lawyer client confidentiality because as I understand, itu sebab bila Masyarakat datang itu semua, saya dah tahu dia langgar convention itu dan saya percaya undang-undang because before this, nobody can ask, are you an AIDS? They have no right to ask me.
Yes.
You tak boleh diskriminasi. Kalau I nak masuk satu premis, encik ada sejarah penyakit ni ke apa tak? I mean, unheard of.
Yeah.
And you refer to my doctor. If I boleh fly, tak boleh fly, my doctor can write me and say he's fit to fly, not fit to fly.
And even that information, your personal information should not be disclosed.
Should be disclosed.
Not even diagnosis.
Oh, that's very well. So that's the case. I believe itu dinamakan dalam bidang perisian kita namakan itu subject matter. Ini katakan saya programkan satu kilang buat kereta. Saya bukan expert buat kereta. Mereka expert buat kereta. Mereka beritahu saya the business rule, the operation rule, what are the steps, the SOP. I just programkan saja. It's garbage in, garbage out. You see? So di sini kalau you kata now ID digital sebagainya, ia balik pada subject matter people. When you talk about, like you just say you want biometric or that, what are the rules with the medical profession? Kalau apa ni kerjaya atau perilaku tata cara dalam kesihatan, kata ada hak ini, ID digital ke apa pun sistem ID mesti melindungi hak itu. Ini tidak jelas. Kalau boleh campur dengan isu IHR, ada beberapa klausa sana pun tak jelas. Memang tak jelas, you say so. I like to learn from you that lah. But as an IT expert, apa pun sistem kita buat bergantung 100% kepada permintaan stakeholders, the doctors and another stakeholder, the user. In this case adalah rakyat. Kita risau hak mereka ini dilanggar. Dan My Sejahtera one,
I think My Sejahtera one kita
very
nampak clear cut
then
kita fail in terms of how we use the item, and then bila ada kebocoran and dia kata the data went abroad and then there was data and then claim back the data was here, and then ada data breach dan sebagainya, ada penggodaman, all of these things that took place. I think you mentioned in one feature ada isu di mana that kita nampak lonjakan scammer dalam di kalangan rakyat.
Kena WhatsApp scammer tiba-tiba 2 tahun, and then at that time, and then orang boleh call you, dia tahu you now. They know your number. They got some data that make you think that ni pihak berkuasa ke? You faham tak? Let's say I have your My Sejahtera record, which means I know where you go. So I can menyamar, I boleh phishing you punya kucing, selalu datang kedai kucing apa kan?
Betul.
You punya kucing dah ni jumpa ni. So you know what I mean? Data is very vital. Is your privacy,
I think,
is your identity.
I think you mentioned actually one step further, because see this information now, it's now in a cloud, and I rasa information yang telah diletakkan, you put in all your health profile, ada sejarah kesihatan you, and another one more thing saya rasa ramai penonton tak tahu. A competent physician hanya dengan tahu suhu badan you, we know a lot of things also. Your heart rate saja, I tahu sama ada heart rate you tinggi ke rendah ke, I tahu you sangat stress ke tak stress, everything. So if this kind of bio information it goes constantly into the system, you can start to create a population or algorithm for it, and then follow the pattern. Follow the pattern, and then lebih lagi the information on the My Sejahtera at that point ada juga macam penaut. I mean, you ada isteri, ada 3 anak, and you were registering all of them. So all of this also created another cluster out of the product. Of course, it was like at that point kita anggap this was a generational opportunity. One of the ministers used to say it was a generational opportunity to use the app at that point. But we don't want to go in terms of the restriction perspective. I mean, they used to track people, fine. Jadi at that point, the people who manage rasa itulah cara yang terbaik pada kita. Tapi kita nampak memang cara social distancing and all of this lockdown memang gagal dengan seteruk-teruknya. The data, the scientific journals and proven. Tapi balik kepada this digitalization kan. Kita nampak keresahan again in the public. I think we're gonna go for the pressing point. Kita nampak keresahan public is that information I akan disalahgunakan lah, this and that. Tetapi tuan Ridwan, bukankah benda ni dah lama mereka dah curi, dah lama dah mereka ambil dah. Because bila you register kepada Apple Play Store ke Google Play Store, or even you are using a very high tech phone, tak nak cakap lah brand-brand yang high tech ni, sekejap je you boleh scan face recognition and everything. So your data has already been out for a long time. Why now yang you all are takut dengan if the government does it? Kenapa ada fear ni? Tapi dia bagi data ni kepada private company, dia tak ada masalah.
First of all, dia agak berbeza. With software, you have control. You boleh uninstall. You boleh choose whether to give any information. Dia akan minta permission you. And then dia third party yang bukan you saja pengguna, dia worldwide. Any outages dalam software lah, mana apa-apa bencana dalam software macam TikTok, lah. WhatsApp dulu hilang, but everybody knows. And dia kena pressure as a third party commercial party. And then dia subjected to international law, subjected to PDPA, Private Protection
PDPA,
Protection Private Data Protection Act. di mana dalam akta tu sebut kerajaan dikecualikan, itu yang amat penting.
Okay, I just nak tambah tu, dalam PDA Act, saya pun pergi baca dan I nampak Section 3, kerajaan persekutuan dan kerajaan negeri dikecualikan daripada akta tersebut.
Mana dia tak boleh didakwa apa salah guna yang dia use. Maybe you can dakwa anyone, they give to somebody yang you hutang duit apa, dia datang, they found out where you stay, semua is very serious. They just buy with 10-20 ringgit, now they solve all the homework. I mean, it's a serious breach of your trust, because you can only be pursued by law. Kan, daulatan undang-undang, you tak mahu orang ganggu privacy you. Polis pun tidak ada 113 atau 113, your right to remain silent and all that. And then nobody can, masa darurat, masa pandemik pun, saya come across 2 case where dia tak, macam mana pun darurat, dia kata you positive, they still cannot enter the door. So you still have some protection. Because also, I don't agree with using my senjata semua, because if I am positive, I just stay indoors, it's only 10 days quarantine. Can I not quarantine myself? You kata aku sakit, okay, aku nak jaga diri aku kat rumah. Ramai orang, dia nak mati, dia mati dengan pasal kat rumah. Now, no. We will determine how you going to die.
Okay.
You determine whether you're going to die or not. That is overreach. No, that's overreach. If with Facebook, I benci Facebook, I just uninstall. I block orang. But here and in Facebook, ada lagi app, saya boleh tahu siapa tengok profil saya. Kan? And I boleh buat filtering, macam-macam saya boleh lakukan. Dia bagi lebih benefit daripada buyer. But government is a one-way street. They take your information, they say they can give it to anybody. Third party is business, they have database, we can have blockchain, but first you buy a car, you have no insurance, you dare to take it. Even they say, selamat bang, selamat doktor, don't worry. Same like medical lah, you have no medical insurance, don't worry, I don't think I'll fall sick, what, you never know. Dua, bila kena apa-apa accident, dia selalu bincang pampasan. You must have a figure to say that, okay, up to 1 million, underwrite by DDoS or whatever. If your data is lost, it culminated in some disaster on you, that you link suspicious of data, we are culpable. Okay, to pay. Just like insurance, you give you something, negligence or something. But now you cannot sue them for negligence, which is against other part of the constitution. General hospital kata you bedah ke apa, silap ke, ada negligence you boleh sue. So, what about information?
So then kalau kita lihat pada tu, can they go in and remove the section 3?
Yeah, that's what we propose, because dalam England, Parliament baru ni seorang MP ask that this act be modified first, be edited first, table in UK Parliament, rectify that where they are touching your data, they have such importance, mereka berikan perlindungan dulu. Dan saya nak tambah, disebut pampasan up to 1 juta ke 20 juta, supaya ada punitive damages, supaya siapa-siapa pegawai sewenangnya salah guna kuasa yang bukan saja pernah berlaku, dah berlaku dan berulang, dan mereka akan nafikan. Tengok kes baru ni, di mana mereka berpeluang nafikan dan imagine case yang tak didakwa, tak dilaporkan. My Sejahtera, sebenarnya kita tak tahu kes tu kerana dia ada 100 super admin. Salah satu super admin tu dia tahu undang-undang sikit, dia tengok ada orang lain godam, kalau dia tak lapor, it's like money lost under your care. Kalau you tak lapor, orang lain lapor, you kena suspect. So I better lapor dulu bahawa ini bukan kerja saya, dan tidak diketahui umum, sehingga laporan audit negara ambil semua. Laporan audit negara akan cakap, okay, ini didapati siasatan 3 juta, and then they give detail. Ada beberapa admin, satu admin melalui 5 IP, more details. It came out, people panic. Nothing until bulan Februari, YB Fahmi, Menteri UKTB, kata, saya gesa cyber security untuk cepatkan penyiasatan. He just gesa, there's no statement about illegal, framework akan guna pakai, siapa nak tangkap siapa. You understand? Baru ni budak ni mati lemas dalam sakit, polis boleh declare murder, atau declare foul play, atau sudden death. Ni tak ada declare bahawa sesiapa ditangkap ini adalah boleh sabitkan akta cyber security ke, apa ke, law of thought ke, damages ke, criminal intent ke, kena berapa tahun penjara atau denda, nothing, just versus cyber security. Cyber security is not an officer of the court. It should be the police report should have been brought forward. So sekarang dah 2 tahun. Begini layanannya. Dan kabinet tukar lagi.
And as we speak, we have now a new digital minister. Sekarang.
Portfolio baru
Portfolio baru
Sama lah, YB Fahmi lah.
Kan, tukar. Digital akan ada dengan YB Gobi.
Saya sangka dia komunikasi.
No. The digital will be handling the PDP.
Fahmi?
Akan hanya handle bernama and all the other JCOM dan
Communication lah.
So now there's a new minister. So we hope minister pun actually come look forward because I feel yes, saya agree dari segi aspek data kesihatan ni there has to be some form of secrecy or encryption and everything for
we call it legislative framework.
Okay, legislative framework, that's the right term. Okay, but kita juga tak boleh duduk dalam katak dalam kurung and say that look, we don't want to go for digitalization which is going to ease sistem pengurusan sistem kalau kita nak buat pasport, nak buat dokumen ni, everything is already synced already. Is it because of everything cannot be in one location ke ataupun you want that dispersion?
Okay, according to bangsa-bangsa bersatu under SDG, Sustainable Development SDG, you already give the statistic 8 bilion penduduk, hanya 1 billion not digitalized.
Oh,
only
so
1
little.
billion. Yeah. Okay, so I will bring this up with Gobind Singh View. Okay. That 1 billion is mostly somewhere in Eastern Europe or middle of the African, especially middle of India. We are considered digitalized. Your my card, you can be tracked down. Your card number will be tracked down. Even your road tag is digitalized. We are already very advanced, digitalized. I give in one of my TikTok session as an IT expert. Ini masalah back end. What you're talking about still front end, how you log in. The back end semua dah digital. It's a matter of back to back. Katakan you pergi Maybank, sana, now post office semua ada banyak produk kan. Saya nak ikuti makan ni lah. Yes, you want? Okay, I activate that. It already has a very, orang kata, established framework, secure. Memang hari-hari kena hack Maybank. Hari-hari dia upgrade, bermakna dia dah matang. Tiba-tiba you buat bako baru, kepada saya redundant, unnecessary. You faham tak?
I faham.
You ada klinik, you ada your pathology all there,
exactly.
Right on there, and you see what is the exception. At this moment, it was just announced. I digitally bawa SCT, tiba-tiba these last 2-3 years. As an IT person, saya advise, never go for first version. Always go for 3.1. Microsoft DOS. No, apa-apa pun. Even new app datang, kita baca review dulu. Memang kena macam-macam belasah. You tunggu sampai dah cool, baru you pindah. Semua sama. Facebook I lama, Telegram lama, WhatsApp semua lama because biar you pergi dulu. Because your titan experience sebab. So what mean is not that we duduk bawah tempurung. It is too fast, too soon, legislative framework tak ada, pampasan tak ada. Macam orang kata tukar kereta lagi bagus. Saya dah ada kereta. Okay. Okay. You tahu lah. You ada family ya. You ada family ya. Kadang-kadang orang minta tukar kereta kan. Betul lah.
Saya kata tak boleh dulu.
Tunggu dulu kan. Apa salah? Doktor tak mau ke depan, orang sekarang pakai electric car. Electric car. Hari raya 8 jam dalam traffic kan. You boleh tahan bateri 6 jam. You berani ke bawa fully electric? Of course not. I would advise hybrid car. Faham tak?
And you know dekat in US they're going to implement a kill switch for all the cars when they go on the street.
Saya tak tahu lah. Itu konspirasi teori lah.
Tak ada lah. Kill switch. They approve.
No, that one.
Let's not go
No,
there.
no. That is plausible. Itu kemungkinan. You beli jet MiG-25 dari Rusia. Satu hari you berperang dengan Rusia. Tak tahulah. You terbang MiG, dia terbang Sky. You sangka dia tak kill switch ya?
Mesti dah ada Sebab tu kita beli MiG.
Ya, you beli MiG against US. You beli everything against. Maksudnya, ia terlalu mahal lah berbilion. But when it comes to digital, you are not in the jungle. Okay? Kita buat pasport pun ada berapa minit, 10 minit buat. Okay? My card dah boleh touch and go. Dia so advanced. RFID baru-baru ni tengok. Dalam kabut kan? Dia nak block semua, tak dapat block semua. You kena berfasal. And you kena bagi failure, contingency, fallback. Katakan solar storm. Which no joke lah. Outage mungkin 2 jam lah. Bukan nak nanti 2 jam. But then panic. During the panic, macam-macam berita angin tahu rakyat kita. Cucuk sikit aja berlompat.
Betul.
Betul?
Kalau kes naik je, semua pakai mask.
You see, that means dia, kalau kita, dia relax saja. Kalau kita, besok ada free concert, kita pun tak pergi. Besok ada ni banjir ke apa, we know to read, we understand kalau satu tu viral. You know, just like when they say this is, I call it bakasino, because I say vaccine, they can tell you know, this vaccine. I know it's not vaccine because it's experimental. I say it's experimental. I'll wait 2 years, I'm still waiting. No need to wait. And then they say that this is COVID. I studied biology, for crying out loud. I studied biology. I know what is a virus, which has thousands. And I read long years ago that kalau kena satu virus, you kan immune for life. Tiba-tiba 6 bulan saja. That's news to me. Then access balik itu data hilang. You know, it's like very 1984 Orwellian kind of thing. But hey, I'm a bio math. Sorry,
No, I'll be happy.
Also bio math. Okay. So this type of thing, tapi sedihnya ramai orang mungkin dalam media, maaf bos, mungkin tak saintifik kan, bila dia dengar satu berita, tu kan, contoh AI, is AI dangerous or not? Last time I don't think so, because it cannot achieve sentient. Sentient bermakna, sentient bermakna bukan dia tau, kita. Dia memang tak ada roh, not alive. They cannot have awareness, even though they tell you I'm aware. It's just a movie. Sentient means you thought so. Ini dia boleh appear depan kita. Sekarang dah buat lah dengan kulit semua China especially lah. Mana dia boleh datang depan awak, dia boleh bercakap semua. You really get full. It's called the Turing test. You got the Turing test. Turing test ialah kalau you berbual dengan dia, you yakin tak dia itu bukan robot. He passed the Turing test now. And going exponent. You know, pass Turing test, dia boleh bau you.
So it's actually analyzing so many data point at once.
No need to, he understand. Okay, AI kalau nak bagi shorten on another podcast, LLM, large language model. Okay, in those days tahun 50-an mereka start AI already. Dia panggil dia LISP, list programming. Kerana otak kita sebenarnya it goes to a list.
Okay, what the message?
Isteri suruh you pergi supermarket, memang okay bawang ni semua. Bila miss itu list yang kena marah. So robot tu macam tu, dia pergi list semua list, tapi dia laju. Sekarang ada quantum computer, dia memang million years we processing part within few seconds. That is quantum computing. Now, then I change my verdict that this is dangerous. Because bila dia capai sentient, dia boleh call you. Sekarang dia punya voice macam real. Dia boleh buat menangis, dia boleh buat sedih, and dia boleh baca you punya voice. You know, communication theory lah, 7% you punya verbal, 25% nada. Dia boleh baca je tu 25%. Bila dia tengok muka you can read that 69% that it means something else. It can read that. Because why? ChatGPT, OpenAI, Elon Musk and Bill Gates, these two fellas, Google, they are fighting each other because they are trying to aim the market. You know that one fellow, Altman and one, they are fighting each other, and China behind, fighting everybody else, and China don't tell you. Tiba-tiba dia announce quantum computernya beat Google punya Syracuse 1 million times. It's peer review. Okay, the thorium punya, the matahari apa ni artificial all that. I was in China recently. It's secret project. You cannot come. Chinese are like that, not China. You tahu China, China. Dia diam-diam punya.
Yeah, because
dia tak ada beritahu.
Dia ada information memang di
sana. India senang lah, semua ya. Melayu apa jadi? Okay. So it's very dangerous. It's too fast. We don't need it yet. You are not under emergency. Dulu My Sejahtera pun emergency, tapi dia dah langgar atas 3 berdua. Dia dah cuak. They did not give alternative. Can I lock myself in the house or not? But no, they bombard you.
But I want to be the devil's advocate. So I want to look into the perspective of bila kita lihat pada digital ID ni, kita nampak that semua agensi kerajaan ni, all their data bank is not synchronized.
That's what I just said.
Yeah.
They are synchronized.
They are synchronized.
Because it's the end.
That means
You faham tak? Okay.
Okay, apa.
You are cleaning. You are cleaning.
That means maksudnya they choose not to merge their
No,
system.
no. It is a shorter path. Okay. Katakan you ada 2 klinik.
Okay.
Satu klinik.
Klinik B.
Dapat satu klinik. You sekarang berapa klinik?
Satu je.
Satu je. Katakan you ada satu klinik, dah masalah damai lah. You ada 2 database. It's up to you to synchronize. You tell a patient, kalau you tak jumpa saya sana, you boleh log in sana. It's a matter of back end.
But it's an offense.
Huh?
It's already an offense.
That's your law. That's your law. No. You can synchronize like this. Okay, because I also do medical system in US Veteran Affairs, we also do it. They have this compartmentalization and they have this protocol. You need special signature.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
If we have that, then it's different.
Kita sudah ada.
Tak ada.
Kita signature.
Memang ada digital signature, tapi dari segi medical information, example, we don't have like an ERP that electronic medical record yang betul sync daripada satu hospital to satu even hospital kajian tadi, and this is something that memang they want to do.
That's why I told you tadi telehealth itu dia gagal kerana subject matter bukan sistem.
Okay.
Sistem dah bersedia. It's up to your doktor-doktor semua MNA dan semua letakkan protokol dan SOP untuk synchronization.
Okay.
Orang IT macam saya bukan iklan untuk diri saya walaupun saya boleh jimat belanja beratus juta. And belanja you also. You semua sekali. No, really, they charge 170 million for my sejahtera. Saya buat tak sampai 2 juta. Saya tak ambil kesempatan ini. Tak ambil apa yang sempat.
Tapi mereka yang sempat. Mereka yang sempat yang
Siapa lepas tu bocor. Look, it's a matter of protocol. I'm telling you, semua back end sudah ada. It's a matter of inter-department protocol.
Okay,
masa saya dalam satu bank, saya masuk Smart Hub project baru banyak adalah kita discuss ini. Bahawa polis tak boleh tengok JPT tak boleh tengok income tax. Income tax tak boleh tengok medical.
Okay.
They already have that.
Okay.
It's already same. It's just enforcing the law. Dia perlukan cyber law baru. That law once enforced, you tak berani main dengan medical data. You pass to your other clinic, you follow that protocol.
So katakan kalau ada satu akta cyber law baru ni, katakan, what would that framework be? Can the PDPDA protect this or it is not tightened enough?
Exactly, I said kita IT hanya menyiapkan the electronization, digitalization of your subject matter.
Okay.
You define the rules of the game. We just program it, so it's nothing. Don't be faced by orang IT tau. Okay. Orang IT ni macam orang yang buat dia punya dapur renovate Lu kasih dia design,
You bagi spek lah.
lu kasih spek, saya buat. Besok lu tukar spek, lu bayar lebih.
Okay.
Itu aja. Tapi spek belong to you. You say, I nak dapur ni begini, I nak tingkap ni begini. You spell out. So that is not, belum ada lagi. The law, cyber law, or the SOP. Tiba-tiba you bagi single sign on.
Okay.
And then itu semua sama-sama. And then you baru kena hack, esoknya hacking. Saya pun terkejut lah. Dia hack sampai infrastructure. Maknanya ni kamera dia boleh masuk tau. I believe it's inside job. Our theory is always
Tapi kita tak boleh komen. Dia kata dalam siasatan.
it's not judiciary, it's not going to court.
Yeah.
As an fair comment, okay, semua hacking orang pecah masuk sini, 98% is inside job, ex-staff, ex-security guard, ex-programmer, or person who program
Itself.
part of the team. That's why when you see Microsoft, it's dangerous because there's so many Microsoft programmers. That's why my ERP is open source. You can see the code. You know China, sebelum Microsoft masuk, dia minta tengok semua source code. Okay, dah jadi tengok the back door dah. Back door masuk curi ya. Okay. And then dial to their cloud apa, dia dah check. Ambil. Tapi you compile the code and give me the binary, right? They also don't trust because you may put a spy dalam masuk. So what China did, they reverse engineer Microsoft. Yeah, WPS. You boleh download free. Exactly.
So bila Ridwan bercakap tentang an open source ni, ramai orang actually tak tahu kenapa masuk open source ni. Adakah open source ni boleh kita anggap sebagai like encryption macam crypto dan sebagainya ke? Ataupun something totally different?
Open source dia satu konsep free as in freedom. You boleh download tapi bukan free lunch. Bukan kata ini cuma tak payah bayar ni. No. You have no knowledge. Just like aku download all your medical record, all that, all your medical procedure, ya aku boleh jadi doktor lah. Pasal aku ikut. No, you must have first expert opinion. Okay. Lepas tu dia ada subject matter lah. That means you dapat tu code, you tahu nak compile. Kalau ada bug macam mana repair. So we say freedom. You have the freedom to check it. Okay. So tapi medical whatever procedure is open to public. I can search for myself. Dia ada macam-macam medical punya website where MD or that. I can still double check for single opinion. But I will go to a doctor because you are certified. You will be responsible. You are liable. If I go and take open interpretation, I'm not. So open source basically memberikan kod bebas kerana banyak expert di luar boleh memperbaiki itu kod. That's why Linux punya open source project is unbreakable dan boleh kata tak ada virus serang dia. Okay, Microsoft you kena ada antivirus. Tapi
because dia suka jual virus.
Itulah. Tapi dengan Linux you tak boleh because I take a copy, I examine, just like I can have all your medical tests or that. Okay. Of course, you may get paid less because I can go to other doctor and figure out dia charge mahal. But the total value increases. The education increases. That's why our IT is moving at leaps and bounds. Itu sebab Tesla, Elon Musk, dia open source kan dia punya design for the kereta Tesla. Because it's going, it's leaps and bounds. Okay? Dia pergi marik, lambat laun dia akan open source dia punya rocket. Lepas tu you tengok somebody in Sri Lanka also shooting up a rocket because technology follow Moore's law. Every 18 months dia double. Medical, I don't know. Maybe you should have. But everything is. There's a friend there doing medical instrumentation. Tapi sekarang dunia bergerak dalam perubahan. Masalahnya bila kena hack tu, yang semua scammer dapat merekod, polis pun tak boleh catch up. I think the police pun need atau slow down. Faham tak? Dia perlu wujudkan cyber security team atau cyber forensic. Nanti kan I melakukan jenayah melalui internet. Bukan, tak pernah ada satu kes pun. Tak pernah. Sampai sekarang, I don't think pernah satu kes mahkamah cyber crime. Because very hard to prove. Selama ni mahkamah very slow because you sebenarnya tak boleh bagi email kat mahkamah tau. You must have printed text. You kata saya terima message WhatsApp. It cannot be proven. It can be falsified. To court, you've been out in and out court, letter of the law. Okay? It must be black and white, very clear. No hearsay. No hadis, sanad hadis. You ada tak ada laporan staff, you kena panggil the maker. Because I was going since your father, Kappa Singh, the late Kappa Singh, I was in court defending a case. The Marian case. She was accused of me. So I was there, so I see how the court operates. No wonder it's so slow. Because they're very meticulous.
It's very slow.
Very
slow.
Tapi
that's the process.
Macam medical. Doktor, bila saya mau tahu, saya tak boleh ikut dengan test. Boleh tak saya confirm? You say I tengok darah you boleh tahu kan, but still you must be thorough. Because you tak boleh cakap besok saya silap. Jadi nanti kasih balik itu wang lah. Kan just mahal for information, saya sudah tak ada pergi klinik lama.
You boleh jumpa doktor yang power lagi.
Ada discount card tu. Okay, so that is the situation. ID ni first, rakyat dia orang kata ada teori konspirasi. I already defended masa malam itu dengan pendapat teknologi. We cannot take advantage of people's ignorance, just like medical. Oleh kerana dia tak tahu proses semua, dia tak tahu bagaimana virus operate. Like I always follow you because you basically give the narrative is that you tak boleh take advantage kejahilan orang. You tak boleh bully orang. Faham tak?
Exactly.
You as a doctor tak boleh beritahu because macam nyawa dia dalam tangan awak.
Betul. And tetapi this is the big tapi. Okay. Let's just say digital ID will roll on. Okay, next lepas ni kalau nak pergi hospital kena guna digital ID. Kalau nak guna they want to sync the whole process.
Which I say is redundant because you can see
it's already there.
You just use Maybank card.
Tetapi bagi saya, I rasa that Malaysians over worry about something also. Why?
Because they are ignorant. No, kalau over worry sengaja tak apa, tapi dia memang takut kerana You're jahil. It's just like you come to doctor. Doctor, what's this tumor or that? You know their real fear. You are a doctor, practicing, right?
So for you it's like
Nothing.
every day you see kind of.
Ya, you cakap 3 bulan saja you hidup. Senang saja you cakap. Ini stage 5, apa stage 5? You know, Medlina, what is all these terms? I
understand.
Dr. Roland, pernah patient beritahu you, menangis pun ada, mesti ada kan? Dan mesti mereka macam-macam question dia tanya kan?
Yes.
Because dia tak tahu, dia tak faham. You bagi all the terminology bombastic semua. Same like the sastra, teori, drama semua.
Tetapi today people are okay. This is also one thing. Ada banyak misinformation, ada also disinformation. So sometimes yang bila ada juga banyak haluan yang kata, oh bila datang je this thing, this will happen, that will happen, duit you akan kena plug, you akan jadi macam. Memang benda-benda tu boleh berlaku. I mean like you say, ada tak orang yang tak nak guna online bank account? It's almost impossible not to use an online account at the moment. One, you are still giving information, you ada login and thing, and hacking still present. Hacking kalau ada digital ID, tak ada digital ID, kecurian tu akan berlaku.
Tetapi kita ambil precaution like me. I don't keep so much money.
Okay lah, it's fair lah.
Because I pun tak banyak duit. Yang satu, kalau kata beli emas, janganlah habis you duit beli emas. And then crypto, Bitcoin, all that, I won't go in it because dia memang satu big scam. Dia nak tarik you bagi
orang marah ni kata.
main saham. Saya bagi nasihat percuma bang.
Okay.
You tak mau ambil, lu main lu punya pasar. Jangan cakap, halo bang, macam mana duit aku. Because it's all in alamanya. And we know that, because I came from banking industry, kita ada mafia banking financial institution. I cannot review certain things, but I can tell you, memang tak selamat. Memang tak selamat. Every day, people get hacked at ATM machine, get hacked at keypad, get hacked at semua point. But kita ada insurance. Credit card you kena hack, you report, you dapat balik. You boleh withdraw, dishonor, right? Credit card has in place a good legal framework, more than debit card. So orang kata, advise you go for credit card because you, let's say people tiba-tiba charge, you beli ni satu alat ni harga 2-3 ribu, you can call up say, no, you produce you the proof, and you can challenge it. You hang that one.
Oh.
Yes, this is practice.
Wow, okay. There's a framework.
Ada framework. Tapi kalau berlaku dalam digital government say, kita tak ada you punya data, what you gonna do? You gonna complain? You gonna explain like, and then what they will say that
The act doesn't govern me.
saya tak terima. Oh, time kerja dah habis. Apa you nak buat? Where do you complain? And what's going to happen to you? You know that masa dalam case AV ke apa, which I will ask you lah, maybe off the record lah. Because too much misinformation. Macam tadi kata, pertama you dah bagi misinformation. For example, IBN, satu menteri kata, oh single sign on saja, which I kata is redundant. Through Google you can single sign on. Through Maybank you single sign. Through Post Laju, you can do your passport audit from there. Because they're all back to back. Okay? Dia kata single sign on, tak ada data you dan tak ada transaksi. And then they refer to, oh dah 2 tahun lepas, Hamzah Zainuddin or that, dia punya speech start repeated, which is said, there will be database, there will be transaction. Madani sebut, okay, you akan bagi you punya hak, ya mana kita akan kongsi you punya data dengan pihak ketiga, up to us, whoever you give the right. You already saw that, right? So now it's confusing. I'm not questioning. Which one is it, doctor? Just like you give me one bill, then another bill.
Which one?
I can ask lah. And then doktor lain cerita lain. Now you tell me, orang tak confused ke?
Confused.
Dan bila ada banyak berita akhir zaman orang menunggang agama orang, of course lah dia, especially orang kita, sikit-sikit apa ni sihir, sikit-sikit ada penunggu, sikit-sikit ada hantu, sikit-sikit ada jin. Jampi sini, tiup sini, asap ni, lah. You punya kaum pun saya ada nampak juga.
Okay, so Nemet.
So macam mana?
Yeah, so bila kita lihat pada the thing now is memang the narrative tak consistent satu isu.
Confusing. Conflicting. And not responsible. Siapa yang bertanggung jawab? Sekarang dah pecah 2 ministry.
Tapi clear cut already. This one all go under digital sekarang.
Yeah, but there must be, you must address the concern. You government pembangkang soal semua government. Kan you dah jadi government. You kamu dengar. You know? IHR is not my bidang lah. I follow Dr. Glenn Campbell. Dr. Glenn Campbell. Dulu dia pro now. Dia pro back. Sekarang dia cakap blatant hijacking of of law and overreach. I think that
Don't worry, that one we will settle it in court. Kita akan bawa
Okay,
sebab tu, that's why we are there in court. Okay, so
I must admire you satu-satunya doktor yang pergi mahkamah.
Thank you.
Berani.
Thank you. I nak bagi tahu juga. Kebanyakan rakyat yang memang kita gunakan social media and everything kan. Even dalam social media pun you masih tengah buat purchase, payment, transaction secara online, and then also you must also understand dalam social media juga ada juga benda-benda macam face recognition everything. Setiap kali bila you letak satu application yang you main, they are actually using that kind of application to have face recognition thing. That also it's, do you define that as a personal information? How your face look like?
You
How your
have
face...
the choice.
Oh, okay.
You have the choice. You can control and you boleh tengok siapa tengok you. Kita lah TikTok, you can analyze tau. Dari mana datang, dari Malaysia berapa persen dari luar. You have info reach.
And you have the choice to not.
You have the choice to, because you'll say, do you allow to share your friend? I will say no. The choice.
But then if you say no, allow access to photograph, allow access to phone call, then you cannot use that app.
No, I use limited fashion.
Okay.
I use limited fashion. So, for example, saya block banyak orang.
Okay.
Saya tengok, and then some, they spend couple. You have a choice. But with government, sekarang you main Sejahtera record is out in the crowd. How are you going to control it? And then the value is too high. The price is too high. Orang kata there's a line to draw between being paranoid and being a case person lah.
Okay.
Let's say you hantar anak sekolah tadi, right? You have kids tadi hantar lah. People so paranoid to say that, I put 24 security lah, pasang. There will come a time it will be too expensive to be paranoid. You must trust faith a bit. Okay, saya jaga mungkin saya beritahu cikgu ke apa ke, like teach the daughter or son,
Safety.
don't ever go with people. You take all these precautions. You see, we can do that with social media. With ID digital is a blank. The law said, it's like you send your child to the kindergarten, the headmaster said, anything happen to your child, you want to send her. Come on, you know what I mean? You be paranoid. No, but they say you take all precautions. And you know that law, they boleh sue for negligence. Even your car park sini, okay?
Memang.
Dia kata not our responsibility, but I study at 1 year law. Negligence, law of tort apply. Even bullying, cyber harassing, law of tort apply. You can find out who you are, I can bring you to court.
I see.
Because I'm surprised you
I know.
But so you see, it's different when you samakan as social media. No, law is the most important. Just like you pakai kereta, okay. So let's say they force us all to use electric. Okay, what if I break down halfway? Is there any service according to? I just want to know. That's like you use a service. Orang kata,
they will say that's your problem.
No, if you reject that, I consider my option.
Okay.
Contohlah, I pergi klinik you kata okay, you beli a package lah. Selama banyak insurans, I'll read what all the fine print. Okay, kalau apa berlaku, you cover ni. Oh, kalau banjir tak cover. So, see that another fellow offer banjir, I go that side lah.
Exactly.
They say all that. So, orang kata $50 will cover all that. Cermin, okay, good. I'm on my side, you faham tak? Kita rakyat punya side. You pergi insurance, you are not an insurance company side. You take whatever benefit you have. So, government also social contract with us, according to Voltaire lah. So, we give our allegiance to the government. Government owe us
The responsibility.
Responsible governance, professional. Now this is not governance, non-transparency, no protection of law. You tahu industrial court kan? Kalau you dibuang kerja, walaupun you malas apa, industrial court will be on the side. Kalau majikan bagi 3 bulan notice, bagi domestic inquiry, jangan pecat. Let's say you pecat your nurse or what ya. You cannot simply just pecat. Give warning dulu 1, 2, 3 DI. And then laporkan.
Ada proses lah.
Ada proses. Ini.
So, what is our best option moving forward? I think itu satu benda yang kita kena address is that how to move forward. We cannot say no. We cannot say no. At the same time, how to move in a positive way, because I feel whatever said and done, people are saying oh ada CBDC lah, this and that and that. Bagi saya nak CBDC tu.
I pakai credit card, saya nak credit, tapi I tak bayar dia punya riba lah.
For certain reason, we want to track money supaya kurangkan rasuah. We want to track money, pastikan orang yang boleh bayar cukai. I think because then the ledger is fully accountable. Can that in the future happen with all the digitalization? But not to punish, to punish citizen by tracking them, tetapi but to trace all of these things because ada banyak leakage.
The law is not clear on tidak jelas dalam perlindungan tersebut. Kata e-invoicing lah. Tadi aku tengok e-invoicing sampai ada gangster pun datang beli klinik all that. Dia cakap, wah ini jolo sebenarnya pergi sky clinic. You understand tak? That is your privacy.
Senario tak pernah datang.
You menafikan
Menafikan tak pernah datang.
Nanti kita pergi. You mau check. You know what I mean? Maksud saya, law is on your side. Undang-undang kita tak akta polis or that protect the citizen, not protect the police. Betul tak? Kenapa Amerika Barat semua ada kamera? Protect you from them. So sebenarnya kita boleh merakam. You know, and they cannot touch your phone. Because once you touch the phone, you will be compromising evidence. I pernah test kat polis Malaysia, dia memang tak boleh touch. Cuma dia cakap belum macam ini, saya tak mau kerja sama lah. Macam saja. But by law, I found out they cannot touch. And I check with lawyer Nora Shikin, public place you can take picture. Kadang public place and making arrest, I can take picture. They say, no, if you're doing something wrong, you're not doing something wrong, I must worry. So, public, you penatan awam, kita private citizen, kita bukan public citizen. Bahkan you celebrity atau member parlimen atau Perdana Menteri, memang pemberita-beritanya. But me, you cannot disturb me, you cannot arrest me. Betul tak? You tak boleh tiba-tiba call your patient out of the blue. Kalau lu bila cannot.
Patient also cannot call us sendiri like that lah.
No, they must according to procedure lah. Kalau you punya jantung sudah 160, but you panggil saya tu, you faham tak? Ini jantung 90, dia pergi call you.
Tiba-tiba 2 pagi call doktor lah, call question lah. So coming back to the question, so now how do we move forward?
Okay, sama macam kes bakar singa ni, I cakap, mereka kata eksperimen 2 tahun, saya tunggu 2 tahun lah. Sekarang dah masuk tahun ketiga, nampak tak payah tunggu dah. Because dah lifted all the SOP. So this one I advise to leave 2 years because the first version suddenly worldwide is tied up to WEF punya program, but we do not know what the hell is happening. Kita tak tahu apa sedang berlaku. Saya akan, you nak duit apa, RM100? Tunggulah 3-4 bulan dulu.
Habis dah, tak tempoh syarat dah.
Itu macam gimmick. Government cannot involve dengan promosi macam ni tau. Bagi-bagilah. Mana boleh macam ni? Dia takut reshuffle lagi. PRU 16. No, tak habis. We dulu Anwar Ibrahim PMF all that mengkritik kerajaan dulu. Kan last time Kapal Singh bisa buat admire because the work of pembangkang is to question everything. If they devil's advocate.
Now we have to be the pembangkang.
Now kita pula jadi pembangkang. Ini yang baik kita masuk parti lah. Kita parti.
Parti lesong kan?
I lantik you jadi Menteri Kesihatan.
Tak boleh ada menteri baru sekarang.
No, nantilah kita menang. Ni cara. Yalah, I mean.
No, like I said, okay. Kita lihat pada framework. Okay, apa yang at the moment, what is our quick action?
Okay.
Parlimen
mengemukakan satu rang undang-undang dan selalunya dia kena buka pada public inquiry. Macam you nak buat satu rumah tiba-tiba kolonial near your house or your place, they always give public inquiry. This is the plan. You can examine the plan. You see the relevant laws.
Berbangunan ni.
No, you bagi my opinion. Of course, you are on your side. Saya kata, you boleh kata saya tak mahu. And then they must listen to you. They must give a community hall meeting. Or that is the process of democracy. Ini tiba-tiba kita tak vote you for IDN, not in your manifesto. Dalam manifesto pun you tak nak buat. Ini toll free tak nak, PTM free tak nak. IDN mana ada? Yang ada, you tak buat. Yang tak ada, you nak buat. We did not vote you to do, it's not your menu. Faham tak? So, we have the right to question. I'm not against whatever. Politics, democracy has a process. So, if they want to do it, they must present properly, due process, bentangan, beri semua maklumat, orang beri soal. Tapi ini sama macam permintaan dulu.
But what they will say is this is a follow through ni, because it was done during Tan Sri Muhyiddin's time. Dato' Sri Hamzah Zainuddin initiated this.
Yes, follow through, but you just got hacked my sejahtera.
But at that point, this thing was more focused under the KDN, Kementerian Dalam Negeri.
Yeah.
Now tiba-tiba nampak komunikasi digital is
okay. I didn't know it was under KDN. But whatever it is, dia melibatkan maklumat-maklumat yang, look, kalau you boleh garanti takkan kena hack, I think I will be on the side.
Yeah, I also say.
Nah,
I guarantee.
You guarantee macam vaksin you guarantee you akan selamat
Yes, suci dan selamat.
Suci. Selamat cukup lah. Okay? And you guarantee that this COVID can really kill. All these are flimsy information. What? And then baru kena hack. Infection ni bukan hack. Yang dia dakwa daftar lama. This fellow went into your meeting tengah discussing hack. It's like, it's like blatant,
Where can we get actually the information of what actually happened? They won't tell us.
It was published in Lawyer Forum. Okay, how it was done.
Wow.
To what extent was done.
That
Now,
means, how can this kind of classified information pergi kepada public?
yeah, itulah. Imagine I could hack your clinic.
Yeah, of course.
Your IMR.
Electronic medical record.
And then the patient recording system. And then there's an ID, or something for delivery. Software is used by some countries' nationals. I know all this protocol. I can tell you TikTok. Why US Congress mau harapkan TikTok? I support US Congress in harapkan because why? Even though TikTok punya boss, okay, cakap don't worry, it's your server all that. Look, now I tell you, if you want my opinion about TikTok, it's dangerous to US, not to Malaysia. But China and US, lawan.
Yes, exactly.
Because I control the code, even I let you see the code, I see my weapon all there. If I'm advising US Congress, ban it now. Really. Because it's gathering intelligent information of
all the citizens.
Yes, Facebook pun. But Malaysia, Amerika bukan nak serang kita bukan ada weapon of mass destruction. China mau buat dia punya itu projek, mau labur. We are not a country of concern. Like you are not a person of interest. CIA, okay, Dr. Roland is a person of interest. Dia masuk, happy all that lah, and they say, but you're not a person of interest. You're just a stubborn stubborn doctor.
Rebel lah.
No, you're not connected with all these secret espionage stuff, KGB. You're not, they know you're cleaning all day, you're so open. That's how I advise people, don't be paranoid, be open. Look at me.
Correct.
Yeah? Because you waste your dollars.
You waste your stress. You waste your stress.
Then you track, you know how much you have to have, how many officers tracking. So they rather track apa tu yang
higher profile,
the Israeli agent or in the country, the police have up to them to track all these operatives, So for US, TikTok, yes. In China, I was there. They block all the social media of US. I mean, Gmail tak boleh, Google tak boleh, Facebook tak boleh. Saya pakai VPN boleh lah. Okay, but VPN tak apa, you got strict protocol all that. But China understand this. Tapi Malaysia, we are adopting a world protocol and you being hacked. So kita bimbang bila you dah connected, somebody from Estonia, and they are not from Estonia, they are from Pasir Mas, or somewhere, they boleh, they through all this. So somebody can just hack you, and then you see that the police nak pergi trace. They are not prepared to even trace one hacker. These two case. If you solve these two case, okay, I naikkan markah 10%. At the moment it's zero. Then you hack these two case, you get the criminal, you dakwa mereka, I'll give you.
And buktikan that this kind of.
And then you got law. The 3 million yang hilang, mana pampasan kita? You lost your data, it's not, no damages, you don't claim. You know what I mean?
The people don't even know how to claim.
Exactly. Pengetahuan kesedaran undang-undang di kalangan rakyat kita terlalu cetek. You know that, right? Medical understanding so cetek. They have to listen to your podcast.
IT tak macam tu.
They have to listen to your podcast to understand that, ni macam. Because they follow government propaganda, which you are claiming slightly misleading. Not like this, not like this.
You have to have a balanced narrative.
Yeah, you're giving a balanced narrative. So, what if I turn the table around to say, Roland, why are you stopping all the government, you're doing for your health, I in charge for your good and all that? I can turn the table around and say, not so fast. Certain things that will be addressed.
Yeah.
Yes, simple. I think digital clearly is beyond your league, and also medical is beyond my league. But at least I can read up. But I tell you, as an IT person, semua code need money or not. It's abstract. If I build this table, you can see it. I have 10 million lines of code going to your system. I can do code can do wonders. If I make money. legally. Okay? So,
before we wrap up,
but I want to ask you one
okay,
question.
please ask me.
Okay. IHR ni, you dah tengok ke the black and white to consider for government to delay the IHR. I saw your that day you said the deadline that April kita tak bantah. I'm asking you this, have you seen the black and white to say that our integrity, sovereignty is being threatened? Have you seen the letter of the law?
So we see the IHR at the moment is okay. What happened in just a quick summary? What happened in 1st of December is an option to outright reject. Okay.
But my question is, have you seen where the clauses raised? You have raised,
of course.
You have seen
we've seen
not as spread around social media, exactly from WHO.
Yes, this is
official
all
one.
official document. You can download it from the page and see. So now there is a working.
Name me the clause, one clause. One clause.
One simple one. Article 1 says.
Okay, what it says?
It's moving from non-binding to binding.
Of what?
Of the whole international.
Yeah, what is it? What does it mean?
So maksudnya, if you move from non-binding to binding, maksudnya non-binding maksudnya katakanlah we advise you, WHO advise you untuk tutup one state lah. Katakan ada kes malaria tinggi semua, okay, we need to go in.
So sekarang
kita hanya boleh ikut nasihat and say we have our own strategy. We thank you for your advice. Exactly. But in the position of binding, tak nak, you going by the law. And another one more article. So now we see article 59 or 60. It says that even if the advice is wrong, we cannot take the WHO to
okay.
Where you coming to the next angle?
No. What I tell you, since I study 1 year law, constitution law, the highest law in the land, undang-undang paling tinggi negara ialah Perlembagaan Persekutuan.
Agree?
Orang yang paling atas dan negara ialah yang di-Pertuan Agong.
Agree?
Saya dah baca 2 kali.
Betul.
Undang-undang. Bermakna dan disebut di sana dalam perlembagaan. Apapun undang-undang selain daripada perlembagaan ini yang bercanggah atau menentang apa jua, not really, I'm just saying lebih kurang, adalah tidak boleh pakai null and void.
Okay.
Are you aware of such law?
Okay.
That means constitutionally
Cannot be done.
it can, yes. I would say that, for example, Sharia, what we debate now, civil, if they follow constitution of the state, ada rang undang-undang yang entrench fundamental human right. Walaupun Syariah mungkin berbeza ke apa, dari segi ibu bapa ke orang hak untuk pilih agama is a fundamental right, dia boleh guna undang-undang persekutuan dan tak ada apa termasuk Syariah boleh challenge because we follow Perlembagaan Persekutuan.
Understand? Okay. I just gonna touch in and touch out on that. Very simple. Yes, you can say I agree with that. Tetapi the people that behind the operation or modus operandi of the WHO can create unnecessary problems, sanctions, supply chain issues, and crisis. Those are the things.
So it's blackmailing.
Yes, itu saja. Thank you.
Yeah, but that blackmailing happened already 3 years ago.
Of
Whether you follow the law, not follow the law.
Tapi kita kena belajar daripada 3 years ago punya lesson. Jangan berulang balik.
Me.
Exactly.
I'm using the same argument, but okay, we are violently agreeing.
Yeah.
That, you see, based on the experience, we have reservation. But to say that that law is binding, actually is null and void, we should address that bullying. we should be okay.
We are too small to address the bullying. The same
Too
answer.
small.
Yeah, like I said, lagi mention tadi. Katakan TikTok ambil information from America. Of course, the risk is very high. I mean, you can see population punya behavior, social behavior, purchase behavior, geographical
movement,
everything.
Konsert baru ni apa, konsert Coldplay yang dah tahu berapa ni semua dah pergi, tak pergi, lepas pergi
I
mana.
pergi tak dapat tiket lah.
Dia dah tahu you cuba 3 kali rejected.
Isi semua datang.
Dah tahu dah.
So, thank you so much again for being here. Just one quick message. Okay, how do we move forward? How do we move forward? And we need certain laws. Kita kena ada sistem juga supaya yang scammers and everything kita boleh tiriskan, kurangkan dan sebagainya.
Not necessary.
Not necessary.
Not
I want to hear from you.
Kita kena move forward. Kita ada AI, robotik, kerana banyak kerja yang orang kita pun tak nak buat, kita nak buang. Orang India nak buang, Cambodia itu hari itu nak buang, siapa mau jual kain? Akhirnya robot juga yang buat kan. You have to accept that. But even AI robot, Elon Musk minta tangguh, wait for the law to catch up. Ada iRobot punya cerita itu, apa tu, Will Smith kan? They say that if a robot kill, is it subjected to the law? The robot or the maker kan? Ada kes satu yang ini kan, the person pull the trigger, the person will ask him to pull the trigger. That has to be clear. We have that. But when it comes to AI, or we say it's a glitch in the code, sorry, all your money is gone. Who's liable? Actually, maybe you boleh tuntut. Dia tak boleh cakap, oh orang curi, orang ni. You know, there's still some legal framework. So what? To move forward, prepare the necessary legal framework. Say like you introduce medicine, you go through FDA. Because why? There's liability, there's legal framework, you boleh sue. You know, pizza kena sue gila bah. Kan? So, here,
Pizza.
dia kena saman fair what?
Yes.
Actually, I'm bullying you, but it's super billion. Siapa lagi Glaxo all that? You can read lah. Ini no precedent case. Carry over. Tunggu sebentar. 1-2 tahun. Tunggu kita masuk politik. Joking lah. Tak ada apa. Menteri Kesihatan. Ada. Wait 2 years, my advice. Wait 2 years, get the legal framework. Also, this government not stable.
No, but I
don't know. I know, okay, tak ada bincang tapi public opinion. Saya comment is that this government baru-baru ini banyak orang kena serang secara politik, PAS menang lagi besar, tiba-tiba kerajaan ini jatuh. Tahun 2 tahun, ini projek ni tengah jalan. And then this project will be carried on by another political master, mungkin PAS. We don't know what. And then, you know, just like your medical, IHR also under that one, we want to be protected by the system. Kita kata reformasi is bukan personality, system. Get the law exact so that whoever political master, kita boleh beritahu pegawai ikut akal-akal ni tak boleh buat ni.
Correct.
No more say, oh, sekarang Perdana Menteri baru dia cakap boleh. No such thing. Seem like,
but I see, as always, public servant will be the first one to be seen it time and time because of the akta dalam penjawab awam will tell you that you cannot question when something goes in. You have to roll your sleeve and take the first shot. You have to do this. You have to do that. And
you're talking about the government. That to me is.
But they are also citizen. But you see, they are also placed in a trap.
I feel somebody must challenge that lah. No. Nuremberg Act kan, Nuremberg Code kan. How can you? Kita kerja. Kenapa dia tak boleh macam, you know, involve my
because you see the idea is that you have to show example of the system. This
the onus is not on us. Example, you have to convince us. You naik kita undi.
But see, it's very simple. If you go against the system, then you akan kena simple tindakan tata tertib thing. They don't want.
No, siapa yang kena tindakan?
You never know.
Sekarang pun mereka hanya dikurung satu tempat. Okay. No, the teachers, I have many teachers in contact with. Tidak, mereka getak saja.
Yelah, tapi what I mean to say is sekarang with the digital ID, the rollout will still happen first.
Yes, I believe it will happen. We are just voicing out. Yeah. Saya tahu ada grup pula they take that you pun setuju dengan world globalization apa ni bisa tunjuk. I agree only to a certain extent. Globalization saya setuju if WHO Bangsa Bersatu is clear on the agenda. Now it's not clear. No, it's not clear. For example, the green movement on there, you only berat kepada dia, Amerika. Carbon tax, like Mahathir said, berat kepada dia. We are all for green, but your green is kita kena, you tak kena. You know? Veto, you kena. You can have atom bomb, we can have atom bomb. Things like that. Yeah, we can be scrutinized, we can be marginalized. You are not. That is double standard. Mahathir says double standard. So we are not against. We are against the double standard. Kita mesti separate the two.
Okay, thank you Ridwan. So terima kasih kepada semua yang telah menonton. I think take home message kepada semua penonton di luar sana. I think this is something quick I managed to get the hero into the studio.
Terima kasih.
Satu benda is teknologi akan terus evolve, akan terus bertukar. Kita tak boleh juga duduk dalam tempurung dan kata kita tak nak adapt kepada new teknologi. Tapi apa yang persoalannya ialah governance ataupun sistem-sistem kayu aras ataupun perundangan yang lebih holistik ataupun lengkap yang patut dibincangkan ataupun mungkin perlu ada
Bukan mungkin,
wajib perlu ada certain legal framework untuk memastikan bahawa data-data yang di alam maya ni akan mendapat perlindungan, tak kira sama ada data itu berada di dalam pegangan syarikat swasta maupun pihak kerajaan. So both governance has to take place, and this is I think the big message yang kita kena ada. When we have ada legal framework ataupun SOP yang betul, then ketirisan ataupun sekiranya berlaku hacking and everything, kita boleh fall back kepada the frame. Okay, so thank you so much kerana sudi tonton bersama saya dengan host Bersama Magic Show. Sehingga kita bertemu di next episode, kita lesung kau.
Okay,
thank you.
Okay. Dekat dah?
Dekat dah.
Oh, belum lagi kat?
Dekat dah. Ada sana tengok banyak orang.
Oh, saya belum cut lagi. Oh, sini kat mana lah.
Dekat.
Oh, still on
Tak, sekarang dah off kan?
Oh, dah off. Surat nikah.
Good.
Macam orang kahwin kan tak ada surat nikah macam mana? Muta'ah.
Nikah kot nanti.
Nikah. Okey. Nanti saya baca komen lah. Itulah dia Dr. Roland sini. Wah, ini ada. Sekarang kita boleh tak clear sana. Maaflah kerana Dr. Roland ni tiba-tiba dapat jumpa. Jadi dia jumpa orang besar, kita amat gembira. Oh, dos Benggala KKM.
Apa terbaik? I heard the minister nak bagi lagi satu round COVID. Masuk je semalam dah announce lah, mungkin nak beli lagi.
Dia nak beli lagi. So
A lot of expired ones still like.
oh, lagi expired.
Semua dah turun dah. But the problem is they will never come and talk to us because they I don't know what data they are all looking.
Itulah. No transparency, tidak ada ketulusan, itu masalah dia.
Shall we go? T.
Oh, boleh. Jom. Oh, nak ambil gambar? Okey, ambil gambar.
Dan ambil phone aja.
Dibakamlah, take picture together. Ini penasihat. Penasihat
juga.
hal.
You take one first.
Come lah.
Quick one. I want to record quick one with you then take a big video. Okay.
Saya duduk tapas, saya tinggi ya.
Ya. Then I start. Allah Rabbi. You ambil dulu.
Okay, ready. Alright, 1, 2, 3. Another one.
Satu lagi. Put this one out.
What's it?
Ada. Okay.
Alright. 1, 2, 3. Another one. 1, 2, 3. Okay.
I want
one more.
You take that too.
Big one with
Wah, podcast studio. Okey, kita promote ini podcast studio ya. Di Taman Sara Damai.
Okay.
1,
Dia ID dia. Digital ID dia, IC kat sana.
Okay, 1, 2, 3. Another one. 1, 2, 3. Okay.
Okay, I want to make a quick stand up one lah.
Okay.
Okay, digital ID. Ramai yang risau pasal ID ni. So, I bawakan the big boss, Ridwan, akan bersama kami dalam the next episode of bukan salah-salahnya podcast ni. Kita akan bincangkan tentang digital ID and why is it important and apa yang kita kena tahu dengan lebih lanjut. So, we'll see you in the next episode.
Ya, terima kasih very much.
Okay.
Wow, Dr. Roland, you know, I have been like, how to see this famous fellow.
Not famous.
Suddenly you gave your message, scammer lah.
Scam.
That's why I test you by saying, that's why I test you.
By saying
by asking the Zoom. Because orang boleh menyamar kan?
Digital ID not safe lah.
Selalu perempuan cantik saya dah tahu dah. Perempuan cantik.
You know, there's actually, they actually are doing those things. Again, they suddenly got some message.